Good morning. It's Friday, January 15th. I'm Jason Stanton. I serve as senior pastor at First Lutheran in Onalaska. This is my morning musing. I was looking through headlines, as I typically do each morning, to catch up on the news, and it's nothing terribly new today. There's sedition and impeachment and sharp rise in jobless claims and armed troops in the Capitol and armed troops in the rotunda of our nation's capital. There's a Southwest surge in COVID deaths. There's red tape for elders who are trying to get the vaccine. 2020, it turns out, was the globe's warmest year. And then, of course, there's stuff closer to home. My godson Sam's in the hospital, doing a lot better. As some of you I know might follow him through Facebook, whatever. But again, hospitalized. A snowstorm is among us. Schools are open or in the process of opening, and there's all kinds of questions around that. And what are we going to do for how to get kids to, I've got one child who's going to have Monday, Tuesday school, the other Thursday, Friday, the other's going to be staying home still through only online for the rest of the year. So, how do you figure all that out? I'm trying to get in shape. My basement floor decided to start weeping minerals through the seams because we hadn't put down some kind of sealant on the concrete before we laid the floor. Life. There's so much that each of us is thinking about and feeling about every day, all the time. And so then we try to prioritize and we try to stay connected with people we care about. There's so much, which is where I add the Green Bay Packers. Amidst all that I just listed, I've been thinking about the Green Bay Packers this week. And actually for the last 17 weeks, of course, because I'm a football fan. But I ask again, over every year, I ask the same question. Why do I care so much about this? What is the place? What is the faithful place of a team? I don't care if it's baseball, football, whatever your sport, your interest. Where does that fit in the grand scheme of things? I've been thinking about how divided our state is in so many different ways. And I've thought, does anything unite Wisconsinites more? And I know not everybody in Wisconsin's a Packer fan, but I mean, generally speaking, I'm not sure there's anything that unites our state more than the stupid football team in Green Bay. Is anything less important but more valued? I couldn't think of anything as I really thought about it. I've maybe said this before, if not through a morning musing in worship sometime. I've prayed throughout my life to care less about this silly team and this dangerous sport. And I do think that's actually helped me gain perspective. But amidst my busyness, I still find that it's, somehow comforting to read the articles, to follow the team. I do still care. And I do wonder why. And I do wonder if it gets in the way of other things. And it makes me wonder, what is the place of play in general? Whatever it is that distracts you. And I don't mean distracts in a bad way necessarily, but those things that take your mind away from all the serious things in the world, that list of things that's in your head that affects you both personally and beyond. I think we probably are, most of us, over-entertained. I probably do care too much, but I also know that distractions like sports and TV shows and books and playing games, and they may not be productive. But I'm also in my prayer life trying to figure out and believe that life isn't just about productivity. So I'm going to keep wondering where football fits in the grand scheme. I'll also be pacing tomorrow at 3:30 and for the next 3.5 hours because I'll be watching the game. Keep faith alive.